Hi, Zbi.
Hello,
Say my name.
Eugenia. I'm always forgetting.
Just did this in the first one.
Hi, Eugenia.
Hi, Zbi. Welcome, everyone. We are Animaura.
Welcome.
And we're going to...
Greetings.
Greetings from planet Earth.
Greetings from planet.
From Animaura. And we are a experimental, immersive music collaboration. What are we?
Yes. That's a good description.
I don't know what to call
I
us.
believe.
We're a duo who decided in March that we were going to put on a Fringe show.
March. Yes.
It was March. It was like 2 weeks before the deadline. Might have been even a week, 10 days.
Yeah. It was. Yeah. Anyway.
And our show is on the 8th, 9th and 10th of August at the Arthur Conan Doyle Centre. It is 1 hour. It is for 12 and over. You don't need English as your first language or any language. You don't need any language.
Don't need to. Yeah. You just need to.
It is.
Hear us.
Yeah. Our show is a sonic soul pilgrimage.
Yes.
And so you just need to bring an open mind, open ears, open heart.
I have so many jokes.
I'm like, go on, tell us all of them.
And your money.
Well, yeah, you have to pay for tickets.
Yes,
but we're affordable.
Unfortunately,
We're affordable.
Of course, yeah. And unfortunately, you cannot bring pets. I mean,
no, you don't.
No, unfortunately. I mean, maybe the small
you
ones
bring a
which
guide
we
dog,
can see,
probably,
or a rat.
Oh God. Okay,
Uh,
moving right along.
Yeah, some animals which are gonna be quiet and small. Ladybugs.
Ladybugs. Okay, so in our first episode, I don't know if they're called episodes. We don't know what we're doing, but we just thought we wanted to. I don't know. Why did I decide that I was going to make us do this? I mean, it makes sense somehow because there's 6,000 shows or something. No, maybe it's like 3,500 shows that are going on.
1,600 artists.
No. There's more. There was only 1,600 released when our event went live on the website. That was that one release.
Yeah.
There's been 3 releases, or there'll be 3 releases. So I think it's more like 4,000 or something.
A lot.
Yeah. So, well, we think this, I don't know, gives people some insight, background, understanding.
Yeah, and
Color,
yeah. I always having problems with describing exactly what, in my opinion, people gonna feel or gonna.
Mm-hmm. So why don't we then maybe?
I think because it's quite unique and may open some senses people never opened before. No.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it will.
Yeah.
It'll be, well, put it this way. We started off making some music that had words.
Yes.
And some sort of normal melodic.
Yeah, and it wasn't that good.
It wasn't that inspiring for us.
I think the words are not the most important part of the songs.
Definitely.
It's a melody and harmony and because
feeling.
Before people start speaking languages, I believe they were singing.
There was rhythm.
Rhythm, yeah.
There was voice. Sound.
Yeah, people were trying to imitate the nature using their own voice. And I think maybe, it's hard to recreate something which we don't know. But I think we may be close to Asian stuff.
Or at least we're close to something that feels both familiar and old.
Yeah.
Which is
That's the point. Don't know how to describe it.
So why don't we talk a little bit about our different musical backgrounds and where we share them, and or, what your inspiration or journey has been to this point. So who was the Zbi that showed up when we first started practicing or jamming?
Who
Musically.
Oh.
Or in any dimension.
I don't know. I didn't know that guy. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
So much has got the last 15 months have been a lot.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We are not the same people.
No, we are
no
not the
one
same
could
people.
possibly be the same people.
Yeah, I feel like this because I have some music background. I mean, I was in a band, etc. But I don't know if I.
You've just
talk
like
about
compressed so much of your musical talent into like.
Thank you.
No.
But I like this I don't know how many months ago. I feel like I was in that field which we are doing now. I feel I was like a baby, or I couldn't even walk.
So you saying that what the style of music that we're creating now, you feel like an infant? Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
both of us.
Yeah, I was blind and deaf that time. That's how I feel.
Yeah,
comparing to the
a
moment
bit
which
like
we are
you mean
now.
it like a baby deer who needed to learn how to walk or something.
Yes.
Yeah, we were like newborns. Yeah. So, but before that though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're sitting in Zbi's living room, and I'm staring at like.
There's a mess around.
No, it's not the mess. There's like 10 stringed instruments here. Tell us about like Zbi is a multi-instrumentalist.
I'm trying to be, but
no, he is. He's so humble.
I have. So maybe let's start from the oldest one. I mean, it's not quite old, but it's a replica of tagelharpa, which is a Scandinavian folk instrument. I think the first was found in Norway, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, but it dated like 8th, 10th century. And yeah, this instrument was made by a guy, the Spanish guy, who I think that was his beginning of making these instruments, to be honest, because now he makes like incredibly good stuff. But it's still nice, and it's
so was it from the
basically
10th century?
Yeah, it's called tagelharpa, which means a horsehair fiddle.
Okay, cool. Well, people can Google it,
I believe,
or we can put some images up. But moving on,
I have a Irish bouzouki. I have baklava, which is out of tune a bit. It's not in tune, but it's a Turkish instrument. I have acoustic guitar. I have a lyre. I have gadulka, which is Bulgarian folk instrument. I have a flute. I have a ocarina. I have a jaw harp. I have
ukulele.
I have a drum, the frame drum.
The jaw
harp, yeah.
Jaw harp, sorry, you said that, yeah.
Yeah, I said that. And probably a few more stuff which I have somewhere deep in my room.
And you play the keys.
Yes, a little bit, yeah. So.
And you used to tell me about the choir you used to sing in.
The choir, which one?
I don't know. How many were there?
Okay, so I was in university choir during my studying. And
what was the genre?
So it was the name was of the choir was West Pomeranian Technology University Choir or something like this. Anyway, so we used to sing like 300 different pieces, to be honest, maybe more. Traditional Polish music, some medieval music or late medieval, Christian Catholic music, gospel, a lot of different music and different projects.
You're a tenor?
I was tenor, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm not a tenor, but I was tenor in that
What are you then? I don't know anything about the lower voices. I'm terrible.
Maybe something between tenor and I don't know, to be honest.
Okay.
I've never been checked by professionals.
No,
but
so that's
when I was a tenor, I had to sing using falsetto voice mostly all the time,
which wasn't the best experience.
Which comes in handy with some of our music, actually.
Yes.
You do sing, yeah.
So I was in the university, and we've been in like around 10 different countries and won some competitions. It was great.
And you're a drummer in a band?
I was a drummer in a band called Kosmiczna Stodoła, which in like a translation, I can translate it into like a space barn or cosmic barn.
Cool.
Yeah. And I made that with my best friend, and we even published one album. That was great. And yeah. Then I was in the band in my high school, and I had the band with my sister. But there was lots of small projects in my life, like wee ones. How about you, Eugenia?
Well, I think we're actually going to have to split this up. I think
it's 12 minutes already.
I think ChatGPT was correct.
So
but
15 years ago.
But basically, so you've brought all of that here into our project. And so how does it translate? Because the way that we create music is completely different to being in a choir or in a...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So tell me about the differences. Tell me about what it's like to be a vocalist and a musician in whatever we're doing in Animaura. I feel like a dickhead calling us Animaura like we're some big band, by the way. But I'm just for ease. For ease.
Oh, different. It's
like
everything is different.
I know. So
everything is different.
Well, let's talk
about because in choir we are not using any instruments here. We have instruments. We have a Shruti box which Eugenia's play. And
playing is a very loose word, but
it's
anyway.
not that easy instrument to play on.
Really?
Trust me.
Okay.
Yes. You have to keep the rhythm and...
Okay.
And
anyway, moving on to that though.
Yes. I think because here we are...
Well, where there's
more freedom.
What do you mean? It's literally only freedom. Like, that is, I think, why we like it.
Yeah.
Because there is like... Well, essentially, there's no music, there's no score.
Yes.
All of the music we record becomes the song, like the first time round.
Yeah, that's the best thing. Oh, let's improvise something. Oh my God, we have a new song. Like, yeah.
We're not because we're lazy, but just...
No, it's just because we are talented and...
No, we are fluking. Do you know what? I think it's because we have given ourselves complete freedom to let the process be as simple as that. Mm-hmm. And we're not saying that the music is simple, by the way. But
it may
in some ways it is.
In some ways it is, but also simple music sometimes I think is the best one.
Good for us.
For us. And not like for listening even.
True.
Yeah, it's...
But because we were going in a direction last year of like having words, sort of a more composed.
Yes.
And that felt shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It was actually shit.
It was, yeah. Yeah. And what I think we are trying to show is that the music don't need words, obviously.
Yeah.
To send a message to people. Oh Jesus, that was smart.
Such a shame that we're not creating a video at the same time as you see Zbi's face.
Why? What was wrong with
No,
it?
it was just to send a message. It was your eyebrows. Yeah, so...
You just get the message.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a very brief background to your musical experience and how you're showing up. And I think we will move on. But we'll end the episode here. And
No, now your turn.
yeah, but we'll
We'll
stop it and start a
Okay.
second one.
Second one, okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye, see ya.